Welcome back.
Welcome. Carissa and Brian are back.
We ain't got none of this time for this right now because we got a checklist of things to talk about.
Because it's been 4 months.
Yeah, enough fluff.
Okay, all right, so we've had a lot of life changes over the last 4+ months. And if you're not following us on Instagram, you should, because we've shared it all there. Brian's not active as much, but it's at Carissa Barzi, and you can follow me. So in December, we had a ton of diagnostic testing at our new fertility doctor, Blue Sky Fertility Clinic, Dr. Riggs. We will make another video about this because we had a ton done. We weren't sure, honestly, if we should go forward with IVF or IUI, because we were like, well, we've been pregnant on our own, like, can we just do IUI? Well, we had a bunch of testing, and with the results, we will be doing IVF.
We're choosing to do IVF. We weren't told to do IVF, right?
Right. No. I don't think he can tell us.
He can't, but he can advise, and he didn't advise us either way, necessarily.
Yeah, so we will go over all of this in another video with you guys. We had ultrasounds done, blood work, semen analysis, hysteroscopy, all kinds of things, recurrent pregnancy loss, all kinds of stuff. Oh, carrier screening as well.
Blood, lots of blood. I actually had my blood taken for the first time. This was new for me. Normally she gets all the blood drawn. I had blood drawn. Okay.
Can you believe that? It's been
twice.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Brian, big deal.
It was a lot of blood.
Oh my gosh, big deal. Because we've been through this how long, and that's the first time.
You've done it a couple times.
Oh my goodness, a couple times a day.
Oh.
The next thing, I got my eyebrows done finally.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that's all. We don't have time for this.
Okay, so we are living in my parents' home. They are on a mission for our church for 2 years. They were assigned to Bulgaria. And
we will get back into that in just a second.
There's some more juice and deets there.
We moved in here in January.
So they're home a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
In the end of February.
No, we listed it February 29th. No, February 28th.
Okay, it's sold in March.
Actually, you know what? We were under contract on February 29th, Leap Day.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
We're here now.
Big news.
What?
I got a job at Bank of America. I'm a client service representative, AKA a teller. What were you gonna do?
I was just telling them.
A teller, and we have fertility benefits. Are you excited?
Well, not anymore.
Why?
After that.
Oh, this is a big deal.
It is. This is the first time we've had fertility benefits, so we're pretty excited.
Yeah. We don't know what it's gonna cover. We don't know how much it's gonna cover, anything like that. We still have to sign up for the benefits, but we are stoked. I'm excited for the job. I like the place that I work at. I like the people that I work with, but I'm not using my degree. It's definitely not something that you have to have a college degree for. And I kind of had to let go of my pride a lot, because the old Carissa would have been like, oh no, I'm gonna run this place. No, I'm just joking, kind of.
Not really.
This is my second week.
Yeah.
And I like it. Yay.
We'll talk about more of that too in another video.
In another video, we'll talk about that.
We got several videos coming.
It's already 5 minutes in, so yeah. That's a lot. As many of you guys know, there is some craziness going on in the world right now. Craziness, things are shutting down. It's a pandemic right now out there.
Oh, I didn't know.
And we are on day 2 of our stay-at-home order here in Kansas City.
Lockdown.
And I'm struggling, I'll be honest.
She is. Day 1, within a few hours, she was bouncing off the walls. I want to go to the store.
So we're washing our hands, we're sanitizing. Other than now, we're keeping social distance. I don't know if Brian's gonna survive this.
Does that apply to couples? Because,
well, I saw a weird article that went into too much detail about
babies in
that
9 months
stuff.
now.
Yeah, there might be a lot of babies in December.
Hopefully from us too. Well, not.
No. Okay, that's the next thing. Brian, do you want to talk more?
What? As many of other people have, I've been temporarily laid off. Luckily, thankfully, not fired. I really like my job where I'm at, but as many other people have, some unfortunately have been laid off. I'm just temporarily unemployed. So for the next 6 weeks, I'll be here.
So we get it. We understand that everyone else is having a really difficult time with finances, stress, you know, bills, all the things health-wise. Like, I've been sharing on Instagram, not only do I understand that it's an impact on people's health but it's also an impact on their livelihood. So
We'll make it out.
yeah, we'll all get through this.
Yeah. But luckily, before any of that happened, all the sports were canceled, all that stuff, which is a bummer, being stuck at home, not much sports. But the Chiefs won the Super Bowl before,
Woo-hoo!
just before, so.
Woo-hoo! So what we talked about with Brian's parents going on their mission for our church, they left Bulgaria in January. Well, with this pandemic, they were just sent home. They were released from their mission. So we're in a bit of a pickle. They got to the US yesterday and they are now in quarantine for 2 weeks. They have to take their temperatures twice a day. They said getting to the US, going through the airport, through customs and everything was crazy.
They'll be in Utah for 2 weeks, making sure they don't have any symptoms and anything.
Yes.
So after that, after they come back, if they don't get reassigned temporarily, we'll be still here. We don't really know. There's a lot that we don't know. Nobody really knows. So we'll see, kind of maybe get a better idea on how long we'll be here. It's all up in the air.
Yeah.
But we're thankful and lucky that we can have a place here. So
yes. And yes, a lot of you guys have asked. I put on my Instagram that we're gonna be homeless. And I didn't mean like we're gonna actually be on the street. I meant like we just sold our house. We're gonna have to find another house. Like we're gonna probably live in someone's living room area.
we're in between houses.
So I should have used a different term, but it's kind of homeless in a way.
No, you should have checked with me.
Okay, I'm sorry. We have a roof over our head, so we're grateful.
What's next?
Yeah. So I'd say the biggest question that we get from everybody is what's going on with our fertility stuff, IVF, all the things. Are you excited for it? What's the plans, especially with this pandemic hitting the world? And honestly, it's just like with everything else. Like Brian works at a LASIK eye center, and because that is an elective procedure, they had to close down. And so because fertility treatment is elective, they are closing down indefinitely.
Yeah, indefinitely. I mean, until they get clearance, until anybody gets clearance to do things that they normally were doing, can't do anything.
So I called them today and I paid 2 bills, and I asked, because I know Brian and I, we were planning on doing our IVF cycle in May or June. And I asked him today if we could even get on the books, like if we could even be, like, let us put down the deposit, let us get on the books, can we be on that? And they said no, they're not even taking anybody right now because they just don't know. So we aren't really, like, people have been asking, are we trying to conceive on our own? Well,
always.
We're not like taking temperature, stuff like that. We're just kind of enjoying marriage.
What? What does that mean?
So, what do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Okay, temperature-wise? Or
enjoying marriage.
Brian, my dad, my mom.
You said it.
Anyways, I'm not doing like the obvious sense that anything like that, just because we're just kind of coasting right now.
A lot of coasting. A lot of you all are coasting.
I still really like OvuSense. I liked the ovulation test kits I used before. I liked OvuSense, but with my AMH, which we'll get into another video, I mean, the chances of me conceiving. But let's be real, the Lord is bigger than everything, right? And there are people that have had, oh my gosh, babies with lower AMHs than me.
Big question though, question for everybody. Let us know how you've been affected by all the craziness going on, whether it's affected your fertility plans like us. Obviously it's affected people's work situations. We don't need details or things, but we want to know how people are coping and handling and quarantining and all this stuff. It's everybody. So
we love you guys. We will talk to you very soon.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Maybe.
Toodles. When are you gonna do the toodles?
3 dollars.